Harbor Lounge, whereas the homeless man suggested, you will encounter the Mad Angels with the following QTE. Right, left, X, left, X, right, left, right.
Alright, and you know what this means. This means, he just sits in the middle of the damn road.
He just chills. You gotta wait till night when it actually switches over.
Alright, then we're playing we're playing darts until then.
I mean, we are playing video games.
This is the video game.
This is the video game.
You're in a simulation. Wake up.
This is it.
What's going on, Shenmuers? My name is Yani.
And I am Darts McGee, otherwise known as Jake. Welcome back to this hype gameplay in which we talk about the crack in New York.
Yeah. There was a drug problem in the 80s in New York.
Yeah. It reminds me of fucking when Homer Simpson vows he won't go to New York. And and then he has the flashback where it's playing Janis Joplin's The Entertainer and he gets chased around by a pimp. That was the funniest shit. I love old Simpsons.
Old Simpsons is good. Old Simpsons hit different.
Oh,
I want to say even sorta newish Simpsons. I'm talking about pre the Simpsons movie Simpsons. 2005.
I would say up to 2005 is fair. Season 6 is it's a strong season, and even 8 was pretty good. But we're at season 30. It's they want to die. Just die. But my favorite joke from that in that New York episode was Homer goes up to the guy selling falafel. He's like, "Oh man, what do you got to drink? We have Mountain Dew and crab juice." And Homer's like, I'll take the crab juice. That was my favorite fucking joke. It still cracks me up to this day. Oh shit. Oh. Or Barney Gumbo when they're doing the NASA thing, and he's doing I am the major model of a modern major, whatever the fuck. And then they go to open wine and he sips and he's just like, "It begins," and that just goes nuts. I don't understand. It was non-alcoholic wine. I fucking love that shit. What was your favorite Simpsons gag?
Favorite, most memorable is probably Flaming Moe's.
Oh, Flaming Moe's was great. When he's the Phantom of the Opera, "You imbeciles, it is children's cough medicine."
Yeah. I miss the old Treehouse of Horror stuff. Actually, one of my favorite episodes was the Alien episode.
Oh,
Kodos. Just Mr. Burns or whatever the fuck.
Oh, yeah. "I bring you peace." Oh, it brings us peace. Kill it!
Yeah. And then it had tons of X-Files references, and I love X-Files.
Yeah, when fucking Mulder opens his FBI thing and there's a picture of him in a Speedo, that's his picture of his FBI card or whatever the fuck.
Best crossover ever.
Oh, for sure. I think when they made fun of X-Files in Reboot, that was fucking hilarious. Agent Skulder and Mully. Or Nully.
Yeah.
There was a web creature that killed my sister. It was so stupid.
I could never get into Reboot.
Oh, it was the best made Canadian show ever.
I couldn't stand the animation.
Oh, it was horrible. No word of a lie, but I think the premise was really interesting.
That and Beast. Well, it was called something different where you were.
Yeah, it was called Beasties because the part of the CRTC and the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation is you're not allowed to have war in any kids episode, so you can't talk about war, you can't talk about fighting. It has to be Beasties. You guys have Beast Wars. We had Beasties. It was fucking horrible. Halfway at quota.
Well, halfway to quota. All I have to do is get 5 more in order to be above
it's 8.
quota.
Oh yeah, 9. That's
No,
right. Yeah. Gotcha.
So that way they can raise it.
Give you that raise.
Dude, if this is this, I would be eating today. I would be yo.
Just man, I can afford something other than cup noodle.
I'd be yo, top shelf, high grade sushi.
Yeah,
give me that.
Give me that. Yeah, I was playing Judgment the other day because I was doing that on my channel, and I know you're going to do that on your channel. By the way, if you're watching Double Panic and you want more of individual us, Links in the description down below or whatever the fuck. But anyway, I was playing Judgment, and some dude was talking about losing money gambling, and how he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go eat some high-end sushi. And like, Yagami's like, why the fuck would you spend more money if you just lost a bunch of money? And the dude's reasoning was, well, I mean, if you're already in the hole, what's the point of already spending more money? Why not and treat yourself to get your spirits up? I'm like,
I mean,
I get it,
he's
but
a baller.
But that's the worst fucking financial decision you can ever make. Oh man, I lost 20 grand. Might as well spend 10 more on sushi. Like, what the fuck, dude?
I mean, you're always going to be in debt, so
yeah.
It's like, why break your back trying to pay shit back?
Well, Kamurocho is also like the world's worst city to live in fictionally, apparently, because you get mugged by random dudes every other street.
Yeah, just fight Mr. Shakedown or whatever the fuck. Just
oh yeah, just beat up Mr. Shakedown.
Except have a gun.
do the exploit with Majima and his bat and just drink fucking energy drinks and crack him in the head till he dies. Like, I made way more money with Majima than I did Kiryu. Like with Mr. Shakedown, I just farmed him for resources to level up Majima's skills.
I'm still, like, trying to parse my way through the wacky adventures of Yakuza 0.
There is no way to figure... Like, that story, like, I would say it is almost at the point of, like, Metal Gear Solid levels of logistics in story. As far as, like, what the fuck they're talking about.
I just, like, sum that up to, like, Japanese storytelling in general. Because there's too many games that come out of Japan that are like... Why can I not understand this story? Why is it so convoluted?
Yeah. Or it's like, fuck, when I was a kid and I played, what the fuck was the game? I can't remember what the fuck the game... Oh, Alundra 2. And it was like this weird, like, kind of weird combat game, but it was set in, like, fantasy realm, but then there were also, like, these big gears and these clockwork. It was a fever dream. It was the weirdest fucking game I ever played in my life. Like, it was, like, you played this hero, Flint, who was a mute protagonist who couldn't talk, and, like, he legitimately could not talk. He could only make noises. And so it was something where, like, he hunted sky pirates, and there were these weird fucking... Like, you know those kind of, like, wind-up keys you put in toys? Well, there were evil wind-up keys that could make, like, giant things monsters. So there's this whale that gets a giant wind-up key in its back, and it turns into this crazy monster, and it later becomes a dungeon that you fight. It's the weirdest fucking game I've ever played in my life. It's a wild trip, though, for sure.
Yeah. Shout out to, like, early old school, like, JRPGs. Like, I'm talking about PS1 era.
Yeah.
Just, like, PS1 and PS2, like, shitted out so many JRPGs.
They were good, though. Like, once you got invested, you're like, okay, this is how the mechanics work. Cool. And then you, like, fucking... Like, Legend of Mana. What was the one where you played, this king that... Oh, fuck. I think it was Legend of Mana 2. It might have been. You played this king that couldn't use magic, and he became, like, the world's best fighter. And then the secondary story was this guy named Will who was on the hunt for this egg that fucking could cure any disease. And he ends up, like, meeting that king, Gustav V, that can't use magic. So he's just this, like, fucking super baller warrior. And it had two different ways of fighting. Like, it had combo attacks, and it had weird turn-based JRPG attacks. It was super fucking weird. Like, it had two different systems. I don't know what the fuck it was trying to be, but it was interesting for sure.
Yeah, you think your Persona 5s are weird? Where your kids fighting demons?
Buddy.
Try playing fucking Xenogears is a trip.
Xenogears is a super big trip, and that had some of the weirdest fucking story arcs in it, but it was really good.
I only played, like, about a couple hours of it. That might be whenever we're feeling bold, we might have to take a look at that.
Just go through Xenogears. Or no, you have Rogue Galaxy. That'd be interesting to play. That was another one that was kind of interesting as far as, like, RPG stories go. Specifically JRPG.
Oops, sir. You saw me coming this way.
Or we could be brave idiots and play the Phantasy Star series, which is fucking... That is a weird-ass story in any game, given the fucking circumstance. And
end with us grinding through the MMO forever.
Yeah, just like, hey, what are you guys doing? Grinding. When, still? We've been grinding for every week. What else are you guys gonna film? Nothing. We have to finish this first.
Yeah.
Oh, vey. Fucking, I think When I was a young lad, when I first started playing video games, like, I think the very first game that wasn't a Nintendo game that I played was Final Fantasy VII, and I was, like, just blown away by the scope of how big the game was. Like, I was like, because I was used to games ending in, like, 5 minutes. Like, okay, you get to the end of the world, done, you get to the whatever, done. And then it's like, no, this is, like, now you're out of the city, and the world is ginormous, and you're like, what? And then it's like, okay, end of disc 1, and I was blown away. End of disc 1? What the fuck do you mean end of disc 1? There's a disc 2? And then you open up the case and go, holy shit, there's a disc 2. Why is there a second disc? And I couldn't fathom that the game was so big it had to be put on separate discs.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
That was Metal Gear for me, where it's just like, hey.
Yeah.
Insert disc 2 is like, what?
Yeah.
There's a second disc?
I played, so my first Metal Gear game was the GameCube one. Metal Gear Solid The Twin Snakes, where it was basically a remake of Metal Gear Solid, which people will now... I don't know if we're going to gain subscribers or lose subscribers based on me saying that. I played the original MGS, so relax. But, I don't know, the GameCube game was something special because it was just so weird to, like, get to that Psycho Mantis boss fight, and he goes, oh, you like to play Super Mario Sunshine. And I'm just like, yeah, I do. What of it?
I do. What you gonna do about it, punk?
Yeah, fuck you, guy.
I also have Beautiful Joe on here. You didn't mention that.
Yeah, dick. Beautiful Joe is the shit. What a stupid game. It's awesome. Anything by Platinum puts out, though, is just gold, which is a weird thing to say. It should be Platinum, because Platinum's better than gold. But yeah, anything Platinum puts out is fantastic.
Yeah. I was thinking about, like, it's a short game. I was thinking about us playing Vanquish.
Vanquish would be fun.
Because it's like one of the fun first-person shooters, unlike the terrible ones which flood the market today.
Yeah, isn't it a third-person action shooter? Like, it's a character action game, but like you have super cool acrobatic moves and shit, right?
Yeah.
That'd be cool to go through Vanquish.
But a little bit of a peek behind the veil, because normally I don't like revealing the games that we're going to be playing next.
Oh.
Mostly because I like anticipation, not only from you guys, but also from Jake. So he does like a literal pog face, but I can't see it.
That's right.
Every time I start up a new game,
my invisible pog face that no one. I'll just animate one of my
he's
one of my
post
images.
Of pog face. I tell him the game, and then he's like, and he just sends me the picture of the pog champ, and I'm just like, yeah.
You're like, yeah, that's it. That's the one. It's like we have a document where you put all the games we could be playing next. I just don't look at it.
And it's all suggestive because it's just like what possibly could come out at around this time and work around it. But no, we're playing a game that I could never beat because as a teenager, there's this little game in a bright yellow case, and hence maybe thrown around here. It's Persona 4. I could never beat that game.
Oh, we're going to go through Persona 4 on the anniversary of Giant Bomb closing. We have to step in where Vinny and Jeff did it. We have to do it better. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Persona 4.
This is the real endurance run.
The real endurance run. Okay, favorite... Ooh, I know that game, too. I know kind of where to go. It's other than grinding, it's actually a really good game as far as story and stuff.
Yeah. And by the way, that's going to be another game where we're going to be doing stream grinds. It's not going to be like the traditional format.
Nah.
Jake is probably not going to be there most of the time, but he'll be there in spirit.
I will be there in spirit
as we grind through a castle.
I'll send you I'll send you an autographed photo where I Photoshop myself over Kramer's body and just frame it and send that to you. You'll just have it hanging up in the stream like, there he is. He's just chilling. Pop into the stream once in a while, or just call you on Discord. Hey, you streaming? Yeah, okay, cool. Answer the phone, dummy. It's just like, hey, he's here. Hey, what are we doing? I'm watching the stream on mute. Oh, that'd be good. Persona 4 is good though. That's actually a game I wanted to see a playthrough of, because like I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I've never really, like, I know what to do in the game. Like 3 was my jam. When Persona 3 came out, I played the shit out of that one.
Yeah, because I'd never played Golden. I only played Persona 4 on the original PS2.
Oh yeah, back in the day.
And only made it up to black-haired chick's castle. I forgot her name.
Oh, Naoto. The cop, right? No, the other one.
Long hair black.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
I didn't make it that far. I didn't make it that far.
I don't remember that
I
girl's
played a whole
name.
lot of Ultimax. but
Yeah.
I've never like. I was the one of the multitude of people that will play Ultimax but never touch the RPG.
Yeah. And, like, I think they just released you can do an LP of Persona 4. They don't care if you do the LP of it, the whole thing. But 5 is still like, hey, you can go up until this point, and then you can't because it's spoiler territory, which is kind of stupid.
Yeah. It's like, why? I think it's just 5 Royal is the... Because 5 been out for, like, since 2017.
Yeah. I think 5 Royal might be the one you can't do it with. I don't know. Like, Atlas is weird because they're starting to be like, hey, yeah, we'll open this up a little bit for you to play, but I get they want to, like, I get they want people to have their own genuine reactions, but they're also getting rid of, like they're hampering people doing LPs or streams where people, like, maybe they don't have time to play the game, but they have time to watch, like, a 20-minute video of someone playing parts of it, right? You know?
Yeah. And also, if they want to stop doing that, stop releasing your games in Japan a year earlier than you do in the U.S.
Yeah.
And they complain about spoilers. It's just like, there's like, people who don't give about spoilers are still going to post images to the web saying, like, ooh, this is the final boss or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, it's like,
So
fuck,
it's
man.
just
Like, I've been on 4chan and someone's like, hey, this game came out in Japan. And it's like, oh. And then you look at it and you go, oh, shit, that looks cool. If anything, that drives sales for your fucking game. You know? Mm-hmm. Okay, we're coming up on the QTE, I think. You have to go to kill time until it's night.
Okay.
And then head outside Warehouse 18 in the Harbor Lounge, whereas the homeless man suggested. You will encounter the Mad Angels with the following QTE. Right, left, X, left, X, right, left, right.
All right. And you know what this means. This means, oh, he just sits in the middle of the damn road.
He
Like,
just chills. You gotta wait till night when it actually switches over.
all right, then we're playing we're playing darts until then.
I mean, we are playing video games.
This is the video game.
This is the video game.
You're in a simulation. Wake up.
Oh, no.
All right. Imagine, like, we're recording and everything, and then you just, like, automatically jolt awake.
Yeah.
Like, it feels so lucid. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
I'm right here recording with Yani, and then wake up.
Well, or like our audience, like they're doing finals papers, but they have us on to listen to because like we have a pretty good chemistry apparently. And then it's just like, wake up. And then they wake up and go, oh shit, that's right, I'm doing my science final on whatever. Can you not play the darts?
Yeah, it's just a weird angle I was standing at.
Okay, fair enough.
God, this music is so sexy. It's like,
It's almost like the Sega team that did this in the Yakuza games and the Judgment games really spent time on music to make it sound good.
mm-hmm.
You played Judgment a bit, have you, or are you going to play it soon?
I'm going to play it soon.
Okay, so you know how like Kiryu and Majima have like 3 different fighting styles?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the protagonist has 2, and they're cool. Like you get kind of like a fight everyone style and a fight a one-on-one guy style. And it's like, it's based off of Wing Chun, so it looks like Kung Fu, which is super cool. Because, like, Kiryu is this big fucking beast that just punches people to death. And then when you see the detective guy, you're like, this dude's a wuss. So they had to give him kind of like a fighting style that made sense about fighting large groups of people on his own.
Mm-hmm. It's just like, why is a detective like no martial arts?
Well, it's because he grew up on the mean streets of Kamurocho. Like, you get, like, I'm not going to spoil, like, why he knows it, because he explains it after the first chapter, but, like, it's interesting to say the least. Have you seen character designs of what the detective looks like?
No, good.
He looks like a J-pop star.
Yeah, like, I equate him to, like, James Dean almost, just because of his jacket. And, like, he has the tightest fucking jeans I have ever seen in my life. Like, if he's got nards, they are most definitely squished.
Like, he wears what, like he looks like he's in his 30s, and then, like, he wears, like, he wears clothes like he's, like, a 25-year-old millennial. That's
Confirmed.
Like
you basically guessed his age. He is in his 30s, and he does wear clothes like he's a 25-year-old.
well, actually, I can't really talk anymore because, like, I see 30-year-olds dressed like that, too, so it's just like...
Dude, I gave that up. As soon as I got married, I'm like, all right, so we're going to get the sweats, and we're going to get the dad t-shirts, and yep, that's it.
No, good.
I mean, I still got tattoos and shit, but...
I don't know. I still try, at least. Like, I can't wait to get wifed up because I'm like, I can't wait to stop trying.
Dude, it's the best. Like, it's awesome. Once you get the wife or the whatever, you just, okay, don't have to try anymore, sick. Like, don't have to care. Like, you care enough to be like, yeah, I got personal hygiene, but other than that, you're like, I'll just wear I'm gonna wear these cargo shorts and this floral print shirt. Who's gonna stop me? My wife? Nah, she already said yes.
No good.
It's like, yeah, I need that. I need that familiar. Like, even though I have a long-term girlfriend, it's just like,
Yeah.
I need the security of like, hey, I don't have to do this. I don't have to try anymore.
Literally, just like turn to her and be like, sweetie, can I have your permission to not try anymore? And then she goes, where's the ring, bitch? And you're like, oh, fuck, okay, hold on.
See, I'm not economically set up for that right now.
Dude, neither was I. Actually, my wife's okay if I share this, I think. So there was this thing, at least where I ordered it, it's called Mod Gents, where you can get rings for your boo that look like they're, you know, thousands of dollars, but they cost you $50.
No good.
And like they're very hard to tell. So my wife and I are cheapskates. Like, we're super cheap on everything. We had a super cheap wedding as well. But like, she straight up was like, hey man, like if you're trying to save money, and she literally showed me the website, and I was like, true. So I surprised her and I got her like a cut that she always wanted, kind of thing, but I spent like maybe $50 on it. And it's a really nice looking ring. Yeah.
No,
and like my dad was like, why wouldn't you spend a lot? You're supposed to save up, blah blah blah. I'm like, Dad, I'm poor. He's like,
and it's also like just feasible. Like,
yeah.
Imagine if she gets robbed one day, like, not jinxing anything, but like,
no, yeah.
Imagine losing something of that value. Sure, there's like emotional value to it, but it's just like, I'd be like pissed as hell, like if I lost $10,000.
Literally, because then you gotta get insurance for it, and there's a whole fucking hassle. Like, we actually ended up too, after we got married, we got tattoos on our ring fingers. So we go to church a lot, so we each got crosses like on our fingers with 2 lines next to the cross. So it's kind of like this small little tattoo that's permanent. So even if she gets robbed, she's like, well, I still have a tattoo, so you can't take my fucking finger, asshole. I mean, they could. But like,
they pull out a knife and like, haha, you thought I'm one of those type of
fucking psycho murderer robbers.
Yeah.
I'm your Yakuza antagonist. Oh, shit. But no, like, that's what we did. And it was really funny to, like, I don't know how many of our audience would like go to churches or anything, but like to watch all these like super affluent church going people, they saw the ring that I got for her and they're like, wow, you must have spent so much money on that. I'm just like, yeah, I spent so much money on that. And they're like, but you work at this crappy like Value Village at the time. And I'm like, yep. And they're like, how'd you save up for that? And then
like, hey, how do you know where I work at?
Yeah,
that's weird. That's creepy.
Like, when you're part of a church, you talk about like boring, meaningless shit. But you know. So, like, the one dude who was like, man, I want to propose. He goes, I know you don't have that kind of money. How did you get that? And so I told him, I'm like, just go to this website, like Mod Gents. You'll save so much time, dude.
No, like, you gaslight him some more.
No, I helped him out. He's like, he's this dude I played D&D with, and he's a musician, so he's also poor. Like, so I was like, hey man, like, go here. And he was forever like grateful because he's like, oh fuck, I can get her a sick ring now. But he also has a girlfriend who, she doesn't like to put on airs. She's cheap as fuck, just like how my wife is cheap as fuck. So she doesn't care. It's not the value of the ring. It's the fact that he went, oh, bullseye. See?
Yeah.
To further illustrate my point, Kiryu. Rio got a bullseye when it's not the value of the ring. So take that as you will, viewers.
No good.
Oh, 69, nice.
Nice.
But, yeah, I hope to... I don't know. I'm the type of person who's like wants to I don't like spending a lot of money on myself outside of like getting new equipment. Like the next thing, I'm saving $10,000 because I'm doing a complete upgrade of my equipment.
Yeah.
But like I'm the type of person who's like don't like I don't like extravagant things.
Yeah.
But I love like surprising people and getting them good stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so it's nighttime now. I think we can go do that QT.
I'll give it another try.
Or you could play darts again, I guess.
I thought it was 6 o'clock.
Yeah, you're fucking loaded. This job pays good.
I know, right? Like, I'm just spending all of my money on darts. All right, let's speed run darts.
Rio could literally work here, do karate, forget about his dad being murdered, and move on with his life.
Yeah.
Like, shit, dude, he has a super good in. And then Dozobi's like, I'm going to Canada. He's like, so I'm not dating you. I don't care.
Yeah. I was into Tom anyway.
Yeah.
So close.
Me and Tom got something going on. Me, Tom, and Honey. It's an open relationship.
Yeah. Very open.
He's got his he has his special potassium dog for me.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Shout out to Honey, man. She gets no play in this video game. Tom is outshining her.
That's right, man. Like, you know what's fucked? This is what's fucked
Not
up.
too bad.
She only shows up at night in the main streets, but she shows up all the time at the docks. What does that say?
Should I play more?
No. Hey, actually,
I'll quit.
let's end the episode here so you can freshen up for that QTE.
Yep. See you guys next time.